Seeing JV all practice, like picking him up, having to pick him up full court. I think we did like a drill where it was like I was on defense, like guarding both of them. And it was like it was weird. It was like it went on for like 40 minutes. I was just guarding him straight up like the whole practice. It was probably like,
so I assume you did some of that towards the end of the year to guard them. How much better did you feel at that point?
I feel good about it. You would have to ask them to see how much better I got at guarding them.
They probably wouldn't say a little. Maybe give you a little bit of credit.
Maybe, I hope so. I hope it's a little bit.
So then now that you're out here, what do you think you're going to be able to do better than last year?
Hopefully everything, but the focus is always shooting better and trying to be more efficient, but also like making it harder for the offense, like being a better defender, being a better practice, stuff like that.
I remember like last year when you were trying to like drive, you would kind of get into your little snatchback move, and then you try to drive and your rhythm would be off, and you'd like drive out of bounds by accident, or like fall into a trap. Like, what do you feel like you're doing better now, having a sense of rhythm for how to attack NBA defenses?
I think I've gotten better at slowing the game down, taking it like changing my pace, I guess you could say. I feel like that's the most important thing. I work with Ross, slow stepping a lot, or just slowing down. Like, it doesn't always have to be 100 miles per hour. You can go 20, 30 sometimes. I feel like that's the focus that I took after summer league to try and apply to my game.
What have you seen from Baylor and Anton and working with them so far?
So what have I seen?
Yeah.
We all know Baylor can shoot the ball. Anton's has really good feel like around the rim, which is nice. He's also a good defender. Like, they're picking up this defensive schemes like quickly and applying them even quicker. So they're definitely making their print on the game that way.
Jordan, summer league usually gives you freedom to play the way you want. How much are you focusing on playing here in a role that you think you can play in Boston versus just accepting that person freedom?
I feel like you have to have like it has to be a healthy medium on both. I feel like, of course when you come here, I don't have Jason on my team, JV, so I have to get the ball too, So now it's kind of like, all right, now I can get in my bag a little bit, late shot clock. But also there's also still like a focus that I still got to show Joe and Brad that I can play a role that they need me to play next year and hopefully help to change.
Was that something you focused on last year in Maine with Blaine? Was it something that DJ was talking about for this year?
Absolutely. It was definitely a focus in Maine. I feel like I kind of took that back seat to be more of a 3D guy. I feel like that's what Boston wanted from me. I felt like that's what Blaine wanted. I felt like that's what my teammates needed. So that's what I had to do. Obviously, in summer league, I was trying to prove myself. So I had a healthy bit of both last year.
This is a very unique situation. Obviously, a whole new set of teammates in here. I'm curious, any of your quote-unquote new teammates, what stood out the most, who stood out the most, just their personality, like any fun memories or stories you've got from your new group of teammates so far?
I have a couple, but I mean, I feel like Jemias has played really well. He stood out. We're from around the same area, so I got to play against him and see him a lot growing up. But he's become a way better player than he was back then. He was a good player then, but now he's gotten so much better, and I feel like everybody in the gym is recognize that.
No one's still running matches out windows?
No.
Do you have any individual goals just for your own performance in summer league? Like, if you had to narrow down, like, you leave here in 10 days, like, what's success like to you?
I feel like for me, obviously winning is always the number one thing. We want to come here, we want to win everything, we want to win it all. That's always on the front of my mind. But I would say another thing is just being a better player than I was last year, like showing improvement, like showing that I've had a year in the NBA now. Like, now I'm a way better player than I was last year.